Hey everybody, this is Matt, also known as Too Slick from Nowaskey Suspension. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of a glimpse into our media room where Nick and I work, kind of show you what we do in there and hopefully give you guys an idea of what we're working on as far as website and media goes. We're working on a lot of really cool stuff right now, so I'm really just wanting to put that out there a little bit so it's something for you guys to look forward to. We're working really hard nonstop to try and improve everything for you guys as far as media goes and install videos and all these different things. So yeah, we're just going to take a glimpse into some of that stuff and show you maybe some camera gear and just what we got going on, a little bit of an update. Obviously, this is our showroom. I think you guys have seen it in a couple of videos before. I will say it's looking a little bit slimmed down right now because we are using this area a little bit more for packaging, and just as we get busier and busier, we're trying to make a little bit better use of our space while still trying to keep some cool bikes around. So we have my Dyna in here and couple of other cool projects. We did actually get the race bike in the window. That's an updated thing. We had one of Pete's choppers in there that he built years ago, but because we're not doing anything with the race bike just right now, we figured it'd be cool to put in the window because that's kind of our thing. So we also got these new shirt racks up here to try to keep some of our merchandise a little bit more sorted. We have a lot more than this, but this is kind of we're just getting this stuff set up and eventually it'll all be full. We also don't have a ton of customers that come in here all the time because we are in a pretty small town. Most of our business is done online, but we did kind of want a place to just showcase some of the parts that we sell. We've got like a carbon fender from Hoffman, a couple different swing arm options, obviously our shock display stands. We've got some original garage riser displays, foot pegs, a couple cool things. It's two of my favorite photos. Someone actually printed out for me and sent them to me for Christmas, which I thought was pretty nice. That's my Dyna in front of the Golden Gate Bridge, and then that's a picture that my good friend Colby took of me. Yeah, I just think they're pretty cool, especially the Golden Gate Bridge one. So here, this is currently the background where we shoot everything for 2 Minute Tuesdays, and I'm working on designing something a little bit better than just the basic white backdrop, but for now it's kind of been working. And the goal for 2 Minute Tuesdays really is we are working on something that will basically short videos that you guys can watch when you're scrolling through products on the website. We want you to be able to just click on the product, be able to read a little bit of information, but also click on a short video just to we still want you guys to call with questions, but we just want to answer some of the simple things on those 2 minute videos. So that's the whole purpose actually behind the 2 minute videos, is they go live on YouTube, but then they also go with the products they work with on the website. So that's kind of cool. You guys can see that, and eventually, like I said, it won't just be a boring white wall. It'll be some cool lighting and maybe like a cool graphic or picture blown up. So we're working on it. All right, so this is, I'll shut this off so it's not super loud. Sorry. This is like our media room, basically. We have a little bit of stuff in here shipping wise, but it's not really much. We're kind of slowly edging this stuff out of our office and making our office bigger because we need more and more room. But behind here, we have a photo box that we just put products in and some other stuff just so that we can update product photos more often and easier. This is my favorite part. I am kind of weird and I don't like to work in my desk with my shoes on. I like to work with my shoes off. So we got this imitation grass rug, and it's kind of like working with your feet in the grass. I don't know. It's just kind of something to trick your mind into not thinking that you're just sitting in an office all day. But yeah, so we have Nick's desk here. He's got his little whiteboard here with just simple things that he's working on. We try to put as much as we can on whiteboards because I feel like if you put something in your phone or on a piece of paper, you don't just visually see it all the time. I think even if you're not working on something, but you come into a room and you just glance at something shortly and you're like, oh yeah, I have that thing to do. I think it's helpful, and I think it's been making a pretty big improvement for us. you can kind of see, yes, we have a couch in our office because we, I don't know, I wanted one. So we got this big screen up here and this couch, and we kind of watch our YouTube videos and critique them and try to come up with ways to do things better or things we want to improve on. And then along with that too, we have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whiteboards in here. All those whiteboards are kind of broken down into different things. Like, you know, I have a email marketing list of things I needed to do. Like when you sign up for our email list, you get an email from us, and I design all those. So just kind of list for all those different things, you know, what blog posts do we need to add to the website, what pages, like, you know, we sell FXR parts and we just haven't had a chance to get an FXR parts category on the website. So simple things like that. Same goes for trikes. We actually sell trike suspension, but we, again, haven't had time to make a collection page for that. You know, different parts brands that we're trying to add, we have a short list of, and then just things that needed to be improved, you know, like you guys would be surprised how much maintenance needs to be done on a website. It's almost like mowing your lawn every single week. Like as a new dealer gets signed up that sells our suspension, they need to go on our dealer locator list, and all kinds of just different things like that. Year, make, model form, so that when you go to the website, you can put in your year, make, and model, and it's just going to show you the parts that fit your select model. Just because not everybody nerds out on parts like we do. We understand that, and so we want to simplify the process for the consumer as much as possible. And then we have like a short form video list, like Reels and YouTube Shorts, stuff like that. Then we have like our long form videos. So we really are making a huge effort with YouTube right now because I think you guys are liking it. So we have to plan all that stuff out. I know it may seem like it's super easy, and the bike work is super easy, but scheduling the filming alongside of like when parts are going to be here for certain projects and things like that is actually really challenging. And then also scheduling like Nick's time so that he is able to figure out how he's going to edit those 3 videos that he's doing a week right now, which is insane, and make sure all lines up with what's going on in the shop and all that stuff. So yeah, and then we have you know, just like some simple racks here with camera gear on it, and maybe Nick can do a little bit of explaining on that stuff in a second because I don't really know that much about camera gear. I think it's kind of funny. So we have this like shelf in here with just like our helmets, so that when we go leave for a ride, all of our gear is here. But like I spend so much time here. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in this office every single night. Like my vitamins I take before I go to sleep are here. So I think that's kind of funny. You know, tripods, just random pictures, and this is pretty cool here. This is a 105-year official sponsor, like Harley Davidson Miller Lite sign that lights up. I think that's pretty cool. I'm a Wyoming Cowboys fan. I don't know why. They're not very good at anything, but I have that, and just random stuff, you know, graphics stuff that we work on, and we're always up to something in here. Different tripods, multiple tripods. I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I can hand well, that's my desk. It's pretty cool. Both these desks match, which I really like, so they raise and lower together. You know, I have a big monitor that actually is broken. I need to take it back. It broke like 2 days after I got it, so that really frustrates me, and I don't have the time to go get it replaced. Also, 3 cell phones that I answer on a daily basis, so when you guys call, please leave a voicemail and don't call 3 times. Like, we are very, very good about getting back to customers or anyone in general that calls, but when you call 3 times, you're really just interrupting the call that we're already on, and it's just taking longer and longer to get back to you. So just be patient, leave a voicemail with what your question is or whatever. That way, when we call you, we have an understanding of what you're even looking for, and then we can help you. We can better help you. So we are a small team here. We like that because we know what's going on with everything, and we're able to really just, our customer service is great. If you look at our reviews on our website, customer service is really good. and we want to keep it that way. So we're implementing a lot of different things as we grow to make it better and better for the customer, which I really like. I think the customer experience is like the biggest thing that I want people to experience when they buy from us, alongside is just, you know, support on things for guys installing parts at home. Eventually our goal is to have install videos for every single part that we sell. That's just a big catalog, so it's going to take a lot of time, and over time it'll happen. It's just not going to happen overnight. So yeah, this is a little look into the media room. I can let Nick kind of go over some of his camera gear and what he uses on a daily basis. Even camera gear, you wouldn't believe it, but we have 4 different projects going on right now in the shop that we're filming YouTube videos for all at one time. So that means there's like tripods with cameras on them facing each one of those individual products that are getting worked on for segments of the day or whatever it is. And then if, you know, we're waiting on parts for that project, or we don't have that in stock, then we're kind of switching back and forth. It's a whole thing. It's a lot to juggle. So big up to Nick. I'm really just stoked on how all this stuff is going. We hope you guys like it, and yeah, definitely expect to see a lot more as we get more and more situated in here. And I don't know, I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that then, and I'm going to have Nick kind of show some of the camera gear that he works with.
What's going on, guys? Nick here. I do all the editing and video stuff for Nowaskey. So over here, this is kind of where all of my camera gear is. Obviously, we got a flash right here for the top for the photos and stuff. We got a Sony G Master 70-200 for the long range snipes with it, you know. Fuji XH2S, one of my favorite cameras. I'm sure some of you guys, you're here for motorcycles, but I nerd out on cameras, I'm sorry. Great color science in Fuji cameras. And then this is kind of a B cam that we use for all of our YouTube videos and product photos.
Explain what a B cam is.
So a B cam is basically the camera that we put on a tripod. Still has good color science, still good Kodak and everything like that, but it's not the main camera that I am using in my hand, like following the guys around and all of that stuff. So this is an A7 IV with a 24-70 G Master on it. Great camera, good for photos, good for video. It's kind of in the middle between photo and video, so it does both of them very well. And then we got kind of the big rig that we use, which is the FX3. Great camera, it's a cinema body. It shoots 4K saucy videos, and that's kind of the A cam that I follow everybody around with. Get the slow motion shots of Maddie doing sick wheelies and hand drags and drifting and all that stuff. So got those. Those are, yeah, I love Sony. I'm a Sony fanboy besides the Fuji color science. Then we have the 12-24 G Master Sony lens, yeah. So this is like the fisheye. This is where I get really close. Maddie doing hand drags, I'll put a clip right here, get really close, and he still fills up like the whole frame, and I can still see absolutely everything. Well, you guys can see absolutely everything still. Over here we have the action cameras. We actually just picked this up. It's the Osmo Action 5 Pro. We have not used this yet, but no offense to GoPro, but I believe that DJI makes better action cameras now. That's a very bold thing for me to say online, but hey.
We're using a DJI to film video right here. So.
Yep. So I really like their D-Log, which is a flat profile to where it just makes it way easier to color grade. And yeah, we're gonna test this out this weekend. Strap it up to Maddie and let him go around Milwaukee this weekend. And yeah.
So kind of what we want to do with that camera is, in our head, we want to show as many people as possible like what it's like to ride some of the bikes that we build. So when we're done with bikes, especially our own, I don't know about customers, it will obviously depend on if they're okay with it, but we want to take those bikes out on rides and give you guys like real life experiences of what it's like when we first go out and ride those bikes, because sometimes it's like those are the things that don't always get filmed that's really cool. Like when we finish a big project and you go out and ride it, you're like, I don't know, sometimes it makes you like almost emotional, because you're like, how this is so awesome, like how we have such a talented team here, and putting bikes together like that and taking them out on rides for the first time is really cool. So I want to do some stuff like that, and even just, you know, all of the stunt riding and stuff that we do, or that I do, is not really just to go stunt riding. We're testing products when we're doing that and messing with suspension, and really, like, that's one of the most brutal ways to test products other than racing. And I don't really know which one is more abusive. They both have their parts that are abusive, but that's kind of why we do that stuff. We sell products for the average everyday rider, but we want to test everything. So I think it's really cool, and I want that to be a little bit of our niche, is like building things or getting products and testing them to the max and showing you guys that whole process so that you guys have full faith in the products that you buy from us. So that's kind of what we're going to do with the Action Cam. We're going to get some stuff mic'd up in my helmet and use that, and I think we'll probably end up doing a lot more of that, because I think the videos will be a little bit more fun for people to watch too. And we kind of want our channel just to have a little bit of everything, like a little bit of first person, a little bit of in the shop bike building stuff, a little bit of product detail, and more of the boring things for the guys that are actually looking to buy a part. We're not really after views, we're after, you know, helping our customers and showing people what we are really about in a way that we enjoy doing it. And so, yeah, I think it's a pretty cool thing that we have going on, and the YouTube channel's been a great thing so far, and we're excited to just keep growing that. And it's growing actually at a pretty decent speed right now, so that's exciting. I guess for now, that's pretty much all I can think of as far as in here goes. Eventually, I have some more ideas for things I want to build out in here to make it a little bit more epic. And we have, you know, Jake, who also is helping us with the website from time to time too. You know, probably get him a desk in here as well, and move some of the packaging out to where we actually keep products and package products, because that's not in this building right here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have. If you guys are liking the YouTube videos, whatever it is that you like about the video, make sure you leave it in the comment, because that's what helps us figure out which direction we're moving in certain ways. And it also gives Nick motivation to keep doing them, because it's a lot of freaking work. He's working probably way more than he should be. We're all just trying to make it all happen. So keep us motivated. Make sure to like the videos, share them, whatever it is that you can do on YouTube these days. I don't really know. It's not my department.
Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your family, share with Maddie, hit him up on Instagram, send him our own YouTube link. Appreciate the support from every single one of you guys, and we will see you guys on the next one.